This park is opening. Welcome back to Eddytainment. My name's Eddie, and today is a beautiful day, both because of the weather and because King's Dominion is reopened, and we're here with our little buddy Eddytainment. Say a hi. The Eiffel Tower is broken, so a bad start to things. But that being said, the weather is making it a lot better. We're gonna be making our way throughout the park. We're gonna see what updates have happened. I know that there's some updates to some of the menus of the restaurants, but as well as just checking out the rides and having a good time. So come along with us, me and my little buddy here, and let's have a good day at King's Dominion for its reopening. And as Ollie was mentioning, we did attempt to go up the Eiffel Tower, and it was working earlier, but they are currently working on it. So we weren't able to go up. Hopefully before the day is over, we get to take a ride up the elevator. You can see Dominator over there in the distance. Most of the coasters are running, but we're gonna check and see if everybody's running. Pantherian, Rapterra, Toombili. We'll check them all out for you guys while we're having some fun here at King's Dominion. And we take a quick peek at Grain and Grow in front of the Eiffel Tower, because one of the things I've been noticing is the menus have been updated. I know they had a post online about some new menu items at some locations, but I didn't think Grain and Grill was on there. And I'm seeing a charred grilled tri-tip. It seems like the beef option here has changed multiple times. They did have like a sirloin last year. Crispy hoisin pork is still there, and the chicken's still there, but the beef option has changed. All right, so interestingly enough, that charred tri-tip I heard is also at Outpost Cafe. So that's the first time that I've seen those two restaurants actually like share like a menu item that's not like chicken. I did hear it's good, and it's sold out at Outpost Cafe, so that might be our dinner option, to try out the charred tri-tip and see what that's like. And we start crossing into Old Virginia, and of course we pay respects to the beautiful water features here at King's Dominion. And another great sight of the amazing weather, the log flume is open, Shenandoah Lumber Co. And a decent line too. And just behind the log flume we have the Whitewater Canyon, which is still currently emptied. This is a ride that I enjoy greatly. It's been a while since I've ridden it, so I can't wait for it to reopen. But as you can see, it is dry at the moment.
The water feature has no fish in there, and the Eiffel Tower is broken. And
so over in Old Virginia, we continue with the menu updates. Dogwoods Coming soon. This place has changed over the past couple years a few times now, but it looks like we're getting now a new spot with fresh cut fries. I believe they did get rid of the Boardwalk fries partnership here at King's Dominion. Maybe that's a Six Flags thing, but this will probably be a replacement to that. You can get yourself some fresh cut fries, hot dogs, and hand dipped corn dogs. And those fries do look delicious. Our next exciting update comes from the King's Dominion Theater. This has been something that I've been talking about now for a few years now. I feel like this place has been underutilized. And last year, for the first time ever, outside of the Winterfest time, because we didn't have Winterfest, they started using it for their laser show, that bubble show, and we'll be getting a Cirque show this year. That sounds awesome. I don't know what it's gonna be like. I don't tend to do a lot of like research into these things, just like the menus have kind of surprised me as we're going through. But once it does open up, we'll definitely be bringing you guys along. And we're just passing the Grizzly, and we can confirm Boardwalk fries are gone. It looks like this location for the Boardwalk fries is replaced to a Blue Ridge Bites. We'll take a closer look at the menu. It does look like they have turkey legs and walking tacos. And check this out. Has anybody ever noticed how like dead this tunnel gets? It's like trees and like vines, but during this time of the year when the growth is like, I guess, coming back, it looks kind of like a forbidden forest. And a quick look at the menu over at the Blue Ridge Bites. You got turkey legs, walking tacos, soft pretzels, and popcorn boxes with your typical fountain drinks and ices. Not bad. Walking tacos does sound delicious. We can see Grizzly going in the distance, but Windseeker is currently not running. There's a few rides that aren't running today, but not very many. Twisted Timbers doesn't seem to actively be running, but I believe it was running earlier, and I see some people getting in line. Apple's Apple, of course. So yeah, there's plenty to do. Crowds aren't crazy. Typically the reopening is some of the best time to come enjoy the park for crowds, at least. And just soaking it all in, honestly, it feels great to be back at the park. I know last year was a rough year. I'm crossing my fingers, trying not to go into this year with any like negative expectations. Give them the benefit of the doubt. They have publicly admitted to some of their errors at some of the shareholder calls. So maybe that's a good sign. Maybe this is their redemption arc. Maybe King's Dominion's 2026 season is going to be the best. And hopefully they bring back Winterfest. And we step on over to Candy Apple Grove. It's lively over here, but we stop by this building that looks like nothing at the moment, but I think with their story arc improving, one of the things that's going to be big is going to be their special events. And if anybody knows what this is the location for Trick or Treat during Haunt. Haunt is probably their most popular event as the drop tower goes up. But I think their redemption arc starts with more events, summer events. We do have the parade that's going to be coming this summer, the water parade, which I look forward to. Let me darken that up. But yeah, the special events are going to be what wins the crowds back over. And I think it's what, over the years, adds the most amount of value to your annual passes. All right, I feel forced to watch the drop now. You're going to have to watch it with me. Whee, that was fast. Another quick update. We haven't experienced it ourselves because it's super busy. The line is long and it's not time for us to eat yet. But Cactus Grove Cantina apparently is not serving burritos, even though it says flavorful burrito bowls. Well, I guess it only says burrito bowls. It no longer says burritos. I don't know if it ever said burritos before, but apparently they're not serving burritos, and I'm not sure if that's a long-term thing or just temporary. Now, if you're making your way to the park and are looking for the most chill spot to check out, Victoria Gardens. Definitely underutilized, and they don't market it too much. It's a cool spot, and check it out. Now the patio bar has a happy hour from 2 to 5 p.m. I wonder if that's going to vary when the park opens up for longer hours. But still, pretty cool that they do have a happy hour here. And it looks like they've done a little bit of like shading. And check it out. This used to be like all wide and open. Now you have these nice little like shaded, like, I don't know what they are, like sails. They look very cool. This is going to be the spot for me. And at the end of May, Soak City will be reopening. I'm excited for Soak City. Now that Ollie's a little bit older and can enjoy a lot more at the park, but we obviously have a beautiful view of Pantherian, as well as Backlot Stunt Coaster, which hopefully will be fitting in shortly. We'll be making our way to Jungle X and checking out if there's any updates over there. I do know that there's some updates to their restaurant. It's been completely closed. We'll get a closer look once we go to Jungle X. But check out Pantherian. Has been running on and off today. Still having the wheel issues, but still an amazing coaster. All right, we've made our way to Jungle X. The kids are waiting for us in the line, or outside of the line, I guess. I'm with my friend Brandon from Theme Park Brandon. We're gonna get our first coaster of the 2026 season here at King's Dominion, Rapterra. All right, so we couldn't have chose a better coaster for our first coaster of the 2026 season, Rapterra. It's the newest coaster here at King's Dominion. There has been some complaints about like rattle, but I've never had an issue with the front row. So we'll be right in front row, letting you guys know if it's still as amazing as it was last year.
And all clear. To your right.
Now, one thing that's definitely changed in Jungle Expedition, not Rapterra. Rapterra was good, actually surprisingly good. Typically, I'm a first row type of guy. We did third row, but the Jungle Market Eatery is officially closed. I wonder what's going to replace this spot. I mean, it was closed most of last year, and the times that it was open, the food wasn't too great. It was definitely lackluster, but I think this is a spot that definitely requires a dining spot. Outside of like the chicken spot over there, there's not much else in Jungle X. And RIP Excavator Taters. I actually thought that this was a great spot, great location, little grab and go, but it is gone. Another spot that I wonder what's going to replace it. I won't give them too much grief though. Kind of expected, and this ride did have a lot of issues last year, so the fact that they had it open for the opening day, kudos to them for trying. We didn't get to get our first ride, unfortunately, but maybe next time, which will be soon. We're only 30 minutes down the road. And now we find ourselves in front of the Great Pumpkin Coaster, because when Ollie was riding earlier, he lost his hat, right baby?
Yep.
Are we gonna get it?
Yeah.
We gotta wait up till the park closes, which is in about 20 minutes, to get his hat. But opening day of King's Dominion, the 2026 season, has turned out to be quite delightful. We got to ride some rides, not all the rides that we wanted to, like Pantherian and Outer Limits. Those were closed. Well, Pantherian was open. It just was subject to a lot of closures, and they all coincided when I made my way back there. But all in all, it's exciting to be back at the park. The 2026 season holds a lot of changes, I think, for King's Dominion. So we'll see everything that's coming along. We'll make sure to keep you guys updated. We look forward to the new dining spots, the new parades, the Cirque show. What's that? Yep, we'll go look for our friends after we get your hat, buddy. On that note, guys, thank you so much for coming along on this opening day adventure of the 2026 season of King's Dominion. We will see you guys on the next one. But up till then, don't forget to ask yourself, have you been edutained?